Only 1% of Fortnite players have these emotes as they are very rare. Make sure you comment down below if you have any or which ones you'd buy if they return to the item shop. Drop a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new, and let's get straight into it. First up we have Tuss, which in my opinion is actually the rarest item shop emote to exist in the game right now. Recently Lavish came back and that was the rarest shop emote. But like, nobody bought Tuss. For 500 V-Bucks, there's not much going on. There's obviously no music to it, and it was last seen over 840 days ago. Not only that, but it did only come to the shop twice, so there was hardly any chances to buy it, and this released in Season X. It was updated though, so it can return at any point now. Zombie Shambles is another emote hardly anybody has. The reason for that is because it didn't actually return at Halloween. And when it released in 2020, it actually came out November the 6th, so it wasn't even Halloween when this emote released. It was only in the shop for one day and has never returned, so there was only one chance to get this emote, and since then it has not came back to the shop, which was actually 475 days ago now. I'm guessing it's gonna return next Halloween, just like Around the Clock came back for Christmas. Then it won't be rare anymore, but for now, honestly, not many people have it. Spyglass is another emote I just never ever see. I know like 2 people with this emote and that is it. Last time it was in the shop was over 816 days ago, and it was in the shop only 3 times, so there wasn't many chances to buy it. Again though, this emote was updated and I feel like it might return soon, as they did recently use this emote in a trailer, and with all the treasure chests in the map right now, yeah, this makes sense for Spyglass to return soon. But you never know, they might just not bring it back. I mean, hopefully it does, because I actually don't have this emote and I need it for the collection. Next up we have Cartwheelin, last seen over 750 days ago now. This came to the shop 6 times, but still, hardly anybody bought it, and it is one of the rarest item shop dances to exist. I mean, it's literally just a cartwheel for 500 V-Bucks, and again, I just never see it and only know a couple of people who have it. There's clearly a pattern going on with these emotes. They're very simple, they don't have music to them, and in general there's just not much going on, so I feel like less people bought these type of emotes. I mean, Fanciful does have music, but still, this is one of the rarest emotes in the game. It was last seen over 930 days ago, so almost 1,000 days, almost 3 years since this emote has been in the shop. But not only that, it only came to the shop twice, so there was hardly any chances to buy it and it never returned. When this dropped, I feel like not many people really liked it. It's very basic, however, it's kind of unique at the same time. I don't think it's a bad emote, and I know quite a few people do want it to come back. To be honest, I'm surprised it didn't return at Valentine's, as it was updated with a pink background. So maybe we're going to see it return soon, because surely it can't go to 1,000 days not in the shop. That would just be insane, and I don't know why it's not came back. Next up we have Egg Drop Scoop from Easter. This was last seen over 320 days ago now, but it was only in the shop for 1 day and hasn't returned. I mean, yeah, it's probably gonna return at Easter, which means it won't be rare anymore and a lot of people are gonna be buying it. However, it could be like Zombie Shambles and it might not return, you just never know. But again, a very simple emote. They're just picking up eggs, putting them into a basket, no music or nothing like that, and it is only 200 V-Bucks. But what I will say is that if this emote doesn't return at Easter, it is going to become very rare, as that means it would have only been out once in 2 years. But I guess we are going to find out very soon. Next up we have Rolly Rider, and I remember predicting that this emote would get rare. It only came to the shop twice and it was last seen over 220 days ago already. It's a very basic emote. It could have possibly been 200 V-Bucks, but because it was 500, I feel like that's why less people bought it. I don't know when it's gonna return, however, it could become really rare and not come out for like 500 or 600 days. So if you have this, just know you pretty much own a rare emote. For some reason, I actually do like it. I bought it when it first came out. I don't know why, but it's just funny to run around using this emote. Out with the Old will never return, as this was the New Year's 2021 emote. As you can see, the balloon goes from saying 2020 to 2021. So yeah, this is never going to return. It was last seen over 420 days ago and it was only in the shop for 4 days. A lot of people are busy around New Year's time, so maybe they wasn't on Fortnite to buy it. Or perhaps people just didn't like the emote and they feel like it was a waste of V-Bucks. But again, I don't see anyone using it and it is kind of a pointless emote, but I guess it's good to have in the locker replica for memories and for the collection. So let me know in the comments if you have this one. Next up we have Tea Time, an emote not many people are speaking about, but this was last seen over 230 days ago now, and it was only in the shop twice. You already know I had to buy this because I'm British and this emote is about drinking tea, so it makes sense, right? But it's low-key getting rare. Like, I don't see anybody using this or even speaking about it. I'm not sure why they removed it from the rotation. Maybe it just didn't sell too well, and who knows when it's gonna return. Just like Kiss the Cup, we don't know if this one's ever gonna return as well, but it was last seen over 940 days ago, almost 3 years since we've seen this in the item shop. A lot of people say that this is never gonna come back because it was exclusive to the World Cup. However, I don't think this is a part of the World Cup set, meaning technically it could come back one day. Maybe if there's a World Cup 2, maybe for an FNCS, who knows, but in my opinion it definitely can come back, and it probably will in the future, but for now hardly anybody has it and it's super rare. Next up we have Pick It Up, which in my opinion is one of the most underrated emotes in the game. This was last seen over 813 days ago now, and it was only in the shop 3 times. But also, this is one of the only emotes which hasn't been updated yet. That doesn't mean it can't return, as Sugar Rush returned without being updated, but it means it's probably less likely to come back anytime soon. I actually don't have this emote and I wish I did. I think the music is so good and I will be excited when this one comes back. But for some reason hardly anybody got it. I never see this emote and I only know a couple of people who actually use it. I feel like if it did return though, a lot of people would buy it. Would you buy it? I know a lot of people would buy Glyphic. This is a very popular emote right now. A lot of people are waiting for this to return. But I would say the main reason hardly anybody has it is because they maybe just didn't get a chance to buy it, as it was only in the shop 3 times. And it was last out over 750 days ago. So if you started the game after this emote release, then you literally just couldn't get it. I feel like this one might return soon, as it was updated and it has been teased quite a few times. So if you do want to support me out, make sure to use code Ashley in the item shop. And if you like this video, you might like these videos on screen right here.